Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ian. Firstly, a massive apology for not being with you since the start of the year almost. It seems like an age ago. But I've had some problems. I wasn't able to sit comfortably for any length of time for a while with a bad back. And then other things started to take over. So I do apologise, but I'm back now, and I started this build back in February maybe. And I've just come back to it now. It's taken a little bit of time to get back in the saddle, as you can imagine, but we're on the way again. So I hope you enjoy the video. Well, I'm sorry it's taken a little while before I've managed to get this video up. Life gets in the way sometimes, but not to worry. We're making a start on the Revell 1/32 scale Spitfire. This is the control panel. I've used the decals that came with the kit. They're more like stickers than decals, but I've managed to get them down reasonably well. I don't know how well you can see that, but they've gone down okay. They'll certainly do. So, you know, I'm building this out of the box, so that will be fine. I've given everything else. You can see I've coated in Mr. Finishing Surface of 1500 black. Then I've given everything a coat of cockpit green, Tamiya cockpit green. And it's gone down fairly well. I've tried not to make it too green. I've tried to leave some of the black coming through, and I'm still going to do some dry brushing on here, but I've got the little bits of controls on both the inner sides. There's still the main fuselage to do, and here are the pedals, which I thought would be the trickiest part to do, but actually that's turned out okay. The trickiest part was this. The actual chair itself was an absolute pain to do. Getting this accurate, getting the angle of these correct, it didn't fit as I expected it to fit on the back, but managed to get it done eventually, but it was a struggle. Anyway, that's on, it's done. So the next job is to glue all this together and then see if it fits inside the fuselage. So fast forward to November, and here we are. So I've put the cockpit tub together, and it's gone together okay. I've left it quite dirty. By using the Mr. Finishing Surface black, I've been able to keep the green quite dirty without actually doing much in the way of weathering. Although I have done a little bit of weathering here and there with pencils, and I think it looks okay. This bit here, I really thought I'd lost that. I was looking uphill and down dale for that. I haven't touched it since I started to build, and could I find it? I normally keep all my little stuff in this tub here, but it wasn't in there and I couldn't find it at all. And in the end, it was on one of my crocodile clips. Yeah, I looked all over and then I found it when I was looking for something else, like you do. So that's the cockpit tub on. Quite fiddly to do in lots of different ways, but that's together. I've also done some work on the fuselage, and as you can see, I've fitted the various components, some of which are extremely small. This lever here is very small, and I've again just used Mr. Finishing Surface black and some cockpit green. This needs another coat when it's dried, just to bring the green up a little bit more. I haven't bothered with masking it off. You're not going to see the excess, so that's fine. Once I've finished the green, then I'll start to mark these out. I'll just brush paint them in and get the colours right. One thing I am quite impressed with, although I haven't tried it with the cockpit tub in as yet, is the fit of the actual fuselage is exceptionally good, without any steps at all. You know, if you just move it that little bit, you can get rid of all the steps. I'm quite impressed with that. So we'll see what it looks like after the cockpit tub's on, and once everything's in place. But we're a little bit off that yet, still a bit more painting to do, just a few bits and pieces inside here, but I think it's looking okay, and the decal has gone down okay. I mean, to be honest, once the canopy's on, you're not going to see it anyway, so I'm not worrying too much about that. But yeah, quite pleased. Just want to pick out a few more things in here as well. Just a little dab here and there to bring things out a little bit. So there we are. That's where we're up to. So there we are. Not a huge amount of progress, but a little bit more. Just a little bit more painting to do, and we'll be able to start putting the cockpit together, and it'll start to look like an aeroplane, hopefully. A massive thank you to all the subscribers to the channel who've stayed with me, and especially to those who've taken the time to contact me and say, are you all right, and how are things, and we're missing your channel. It's quite a humbling experience, and I do thank you all very, very much. And hopefully I'm back and I'll be able to get on with this build, and looking forward to the next one. So until the next time, thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.